nurse was like, so it's going in your behind? I was like, what? No, but I was dead serious. This one was not about to stick me with a needle in my pooch. That pooch injection was the worst injection I ever had in my life.
Repping ya on a daily basis. I'm repping ya, I'm repping ya. I'ma rep my king, no matter what they say. Do right by him each and every day. I will proclaim the glory of his name. His name's Yahweh, the reason I live and have my being. I will not stay quiet. I represent.
Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl Yiska here again with another video. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe, and remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can get updates every time that I post new videos. So in this video I am going to be talking about, as you can see from the title already, this is going to be a story time. Very recent story is going to be told in this video, guys. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, a big thumbs up. Like the video, share it with your friends. If you enjoy it, of course, share it with your friends. Anywho, I was going to sit for this video, but I decided, man, it's going to be a bit more fun if I stand. Yes, because I'm not feeling 100% well. Nonetheless, I'm here, I'm standing, and I'm alive. It's fine. First of all, before I get into this story, I need to give you guys a little backtrack. So we're going to rewind a little bit, rewind a little bit. And I'm going to explain to you guys how we arrived at telling this story in the first place. Alright. So, recently I've not been feeling so well, and you know, it has been taking a toll on me in every single area of my life. I have just been feeling so drained and so tired and all these other things. So I decided to go to the doctor. Now, first of all, you guys should know I have been anemic since secondary school, like the beginning of secondary school, probably second form or so. I found out I was anemic, and for whatever reason that anemia continued to be there. Even though I would eat and take iron supplements, it was just there, and it was very annoying because it is a very irritating feeling to feel tired all the time and stuff like that. Nonetheless, here we are today, and I'm yet to find out if I'm still anemic or still very anemic, because all females go through a period of anemia every month because we lose blood, and it is quite normal. But when you're losing blood and you don't have a very healthy diet, as I am notoriously, you know, boxed in for, then it causes different problems. I must say though, I must applaud myself. I have been eating way better compared to when I was younger. I used to eat a lot of junk food. I still eat junk food now, but not so much, because you know, the husband tries. So guys, I've not been feeling my best, as I said, and I decided last week to go to the doctor because I was like, nah, I definitely not feeling good at all. So I went to the doctor. I went to the polyclinic. Actually, I saw a doctor at the polyclinic. My polyclinic is now wealthy. That's not important, but yeah, I'll give you guys the entire story. So it was a Thursday that we went to the doctor, and Diego went with me, of course. So we went to the doctor, and we were there, went in everything. We were there extremely early. First of all, we were there early, and people were already lined up at the door. Y'all know Bajans, lined up at the door waiting. Well, not necessarily lined up, but gathered at the door waiting for the polyclinic to be open. This was the day that the pharmacies were closed down, so medication was not being issued to anyone going to a public pharmacy on that day. These mosquitoes and sandflies so annoying, like, oh my gosh, I don't even understand how they're biting me, because we got nets throughout the entire house. But anyways, that was the day that the public pharmacies were closed, and we went to the doctor. The doors were open and everything. We got in, pulled the number, waited, blah blah blah. So I went in to see the nurse. The nurse did the usual thing, you know, they take your blood pressure and they take a urine sample and test it and all these things. So the nurse said to me that there's protein in my urine, which I always had for some reason. After finding out I was anemic, that was one of the things I found out as well, that there is protein in my urine, which can be an indication that my kidneys probably aren't filtering what needs to be filtered properly 100%. So there's a little leakage of protein into the urine, but I serve a great big wonderful God, so I ain't even worried about that. Moving on. So after seeing the nurse and everything, and she took the sample of my urine and tested and all that stuff, we went over to wait on the doctor. So after waiting
5 hours later,
I was finally called in to see the doctor. So I went to the doctor, I told her everything that had been happening. She examined me and everything and prescribed some medication for me, and that was that. I went home and everything. The following day, which would have been a Friday, I went back to the clinic because of course I needed to get my medication. So I went back to the clinic, pulled my number, sat everything, got my medication, and I went back home. Diego and I again. Yes, he went with me. Such a nice husband, you know. So I went back home and everything, and I called the doctor because I had a few questions for her. She told me to call her if I had any concerns or any questions, whatever the case is. So I called the doctor and I asked her what I had to ask her. And you know, she told me, well, that specific situation should be fine, go ahead and continue as normal. I had to take antibiotics and some painkillers and stuff like that. So I went ahead and did that. But throughout that conversation, she told me, oh, you didn't come for the injection. So I was like, what? So she told me, yes, you have to get an injection. Apparently, one of the medications that I needed to get was an injection. I think it was an antibiotic or something like that, something along those lines. I had to go back for it. So I told her, okay, can I come on Monday? She said, fine, that's no problem, come on Monday. She had sent me for a blood test and I was planning to get it on Monday as well. So Monday came and I got up, everything in my head and in my heart, I was like, okay, I have to prepare myself for this injection because I hate needles. I hate needles. Like, I don't think people generally like needles and being stuck, but I hate needles and being stuck. Like, after getting blood taken from me or anything, I feel so weak. I feel like my soul has left my body and I hate that feeling. But nonetheless, I told myself, you know what, I have to get this done, out of the way. I'm gonna just go in, out, bam. I am just going to get this done and over with. So Diego again accompanied me on the Monday. He had to actually this time call in because, you know, his wife is not feeling well, could not go to the doctor alone because the day prior I was feeling so bad. Like, I was blacking out and all sorts of different things. It was just going, whew, I was very, very scared. I actually became terrified. That's when I started to get really afraid. But anywho, we went back to the doctor on that day, that Monday, and I went in. I told the lady at the desk, because you have to pull a number to go and give your information. I went straight to her and I told her, okay, I'm here again. I came to see the doctor last week, but I have to get an injection. I couldn't get it because the pharmacies were closed. Do I have to pull a number and wait as everyone else? And she called the doctor and everything, and the doctor told her to just send me right up to sit in her area and wait. So I went, and after a while waiting, y'all know Barbados,
2 hours later,
the doctor finally called me and she said, okay, you have to get the injection today, so blah 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 blah. She wrote up the prescription, and the entire time I was just like, in my mind I was like, Father, please let us get you quickly, because I ain't about this today. I just ain't about it. Just let this be done and over with. And Diego was just there like, favor, we can get favor, like, you know, he, because of the other 2 days of waiting extremely long, he was so annoyed and he was just like, okay, we can get favor today, because he was not about sitting down waiting for no 5 and 6 hours, you feel me, to see no doctor. So he went in and I just stood. I didn't even have to close the door and see the doctor or anything. She just wrote it up. She call the nurse that was going to give me the injection. This is the same nurse I had seen the week prior that tested my urine and all these things, and she was very nice. I like that nurse because, you know, in Barbados it's hard to find really nice, calm nurses that really cool and relatable. A lot of them are so unmannerly. Oh my goodness, like, whew, unmannerly. Anyway, she was asking the nurse if I had to wait, because I was like, so wait, I got to go and pull a number for the pharmacy and sit down and wait to get this prescription filled like everyone else. So the doctor called the pharmacy and told them, well, I have a patient here who was supposed to get this certain injection last week. She's here again for it. Does she have to pull a number and wait like everyone else? Yada yada yada. So the nurse that was going to give me the injection, she was like, no, I could just go and get it. The girl was like, favor. You see, I tell you, favor. I was like, hallelujah, because I was not about waiting for no prescription to be filled just to get a measly injection and leave. So the nurse went into the pharmacy and she got the prescription and everything. We went back to the nurse's room, sat down. I was just psyching at myself like, ooh, yeah, you know, ready in my muscles. I have to prepare my soul for this injection. And the nurse is there mixing this injection and everything. And I mean, you know, I just there like, alright, yeah, I mean, warm up my arm muscle, get ready for this injection, you feel me? So she was just there like, doing her thing, and I just there like, okay, psyching up my arm in my mind, heart, spirit, soul, everything, getting ready for this injection in my arm. And the nurse was like, so it's going in your behind? I was like, what? No, And Diego was, I think Diego wanted to laugh at me, but I was dead serious. This one was not about to stick me with a needle in my pooch. And and this needle was not a very small needle. It was not tiny. It was bigger than a needle used to draw blood. And I was not about it. I hate needles. I was just not about it, y'all. So I was just there sitting down like, nope, And Diego was just like, Jessica, blah, blah, blah. And the nurse was like, it's going to burn. Before she told me it was going into my behind, I think she told me it's going to burn. Yes. She was like, this is going to burn. And I was like, shh. But then when I found out it was going into my behind, I was like, no, lady, She told me,
well, Jessica, you do have the right to refuse. But unless you would have told me before I already mixed the medication and everything.
And I was just like in my head, woman, I don't care if you mix the medication. You ain't sticking me in my butt with this thing. I was just not about it. And the tears literally started to come to my eyes because I was like, no. I already hate needles. I already psyched up my brain to get one in my arm. And I know I had to get a blood test the same day. I was psyching up my brain for these arm injections and these arm sticks and pricks. But it ended up being in my behind. So I was like, shh. So Diego had to come and hold me and everything. Hold this arm. She literally gave him my arm to hold because I was running. When this woman was about to go, I was like, oh, hold on, wait. I was crying at everything. I'm not even ashamed because that's not nice. I know that if half of y'all had to get an injection and y'all behind, y'all would be crying just like me. So I ain't even feel shame. Nope, I don't. So I was just there and Diego was just holding me and just like, oh my gosh, no. When this woman injected this thing, dudes, I was like, I started to cry and I keep so much noise. The people outside heard me for certain and I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. But I had to get it. And exactly what the woman said was correct. It did burn, but I'm not sure if it was really a burn, but it felt numb. Cold, numb, and painful. That was actually yesterday, guys. Right now I'm filming. It is Tuesday and my butt still hurts. It still hurts. It's like numb but painful, and that was not nice, y'all. It was not nice at all. So anyways, after done with that and everything, and she started me out, I was just like, oh father. I had Diego's washcloth because I don't walk nowhere with a washcloth just like that. And I was just dabbing my face and I was just like, waddling to walk out the room because I could not move my left hip properly. And I was just with my little limp. He walking fast and I vex because I like slow down, big man. I just get stick in my pooch, like and I know that the people outside probably were laughing at me until I came out, but it's fine, they can laugh, it's alright, because I know if it was them, they would have cried too. I don't even feel no way. But I gone went limp and we gone back because the doctor told us after we finished, come back to her. So I left the nurse that stick me in my behind, went back to the doctor's waiting area, and I sat at the edge of a chair on my right side, lean over like I can't even explain how I looked, but I just could not say it. You guys can't imagine. I know you can't probably imagine, or you probably actually can't imagine, because it was that bad. Yes, it was that bad. I did not over exaggerate. It was literally painful, numb, cold, hurting, all sorts of things. Anyways, so we went into the doctor after a few minutes of waiting again, and the doctor again favor. I did not have to go down to town and look for this blood testing place that she was sending me to and have someone different inject me. The doctor said, okay, I can take the blood from you right now, but we don't have a messenger to take it down to QEH, so I'm wondering. I was like, can I take it? Because if it doesn't need to be transported in any specific way, I can take the blood because I'm going down to town after. So she said, sure, of course you can. So she asked me to take mine along with another patient's blood because they had to get blood taken as well that day. So the lady went. She was like, the doctor was like, so which arm am I gonna get blood from you from? And I was like, okay, here, because this arm, my left arm, is usually the arm that I get blood taken from. So I was ready. I was like, all right, come, we get this over. It was like, nothing can be as bad as that behind injection, right? That pooch injection was the worst injection I ever had in my life. And I had injections. I had IV drips in this hand, in this vein right here. Right here, this big juicy vein had IV drips in there before when I was a little younger, and multiple blood tests. So I was just ready for this one. But this doctor, for some reason, see a big vein, I mean, tied it off. I pump in because I like, yes, she got to get this vein, y'all. She got to get this vein. So she was like, you don't have to pump, you just keep the fist folded. And I folded my fist. Now my fingers was literally sweating. My fingers and my toes, that's how bad it was. I was just like, I hate needles, but I accustomed to the blood test, so I can just so I had my hand like this, and she tied the glove around, because you know they tie something around stuff. She tied the glove around my arm, y'all. And this lady took the needle, and she was like, I was just like, you know, and she was like, oh no, I'm not in the vein. I was like, what? I could not believe this woman. I was like, this doctor is not for real. This doctor is not serious. I should trust the nurse and not the doctor, because the doctor's taking me for nothing. And she pulled it out a little bit, and then she went in again, and she was like, oh no, I'm not in the vein, sorry, I'm not in the vein. I was like, what the hell, woman, what are you doing? So then she took it out and she gave me the cotton swabs to hold it down, and I was just like, shh. So I asked Diego to hold the cotton swab on the other arm for me, on my left arm, while I gave her my right arm. So I gave her my right arm, and at this time I freaking out because I hate needles, and she already stick me twice. Diego claimed it was once, but I felt that needle enter my arm twice, and 2 times she told me she's not in the vein, 2 separate times. So I know for a fact that this lady stuck me twice. So my right arm, I gave it to her. I don't even think this arm got tied off. It was just so much madness going on. I was just like, what is happening? But she was about to go, and I was like, wait. It gotta get wiped off. It get wiped off alcohol. Because you know, normally before getting blood taken or injection or whatever the case is, they sterilize the area. So she was like, oh, this is started to laugh. And I was like, it's not funny, woman. In my head, of course, I was just like, why are you laughing? This is not funny. So she wiped it off and everything. And then I was like, oh, look, a big one right there, y'all. I was like, look, lady. Big and juicy vein right there. I know y'all can't see it. Focus, camera, focus. I was like, a big juicy vein right there. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. I had to tell her not to miss it, guys. I had to tell her not to miss it. She went in, and I was like, ugh, again. And she drew the blood out. She pulled out the blood. And then she was like, done, we're all done. I was just like, Toda Yahuwah. I was so drained and tired. I mean, right now I'm tired. Sorry for my breathing, but as I said, I'm not feeling so well. So to be using all this energy to tell y'all this story, y'all know how much I love y'all just because of this, and y'all better appreciate me, you know, because this is a lot of energy I'm using right now to tell this story, and I'm so tired. But yes, so we got the bloods and everything and took them down to the hospital, and guys, I'm yet to receive the results for my blood test. And yes, my left side, it still hurts. It still hurts a bit on and off, honestly, to tell you the truth, but such is life. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this story time, give it a big thumbs up, a big like, you know, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please don't forget to also turn on your notification post, that is a little bell down below next to the subscribe button, so that you can get updates every time that I post new videos. Also remember to keep your girl in prayer against the plans of the enemy, because we all know that sickness is not of God. Yes, there are times where he can use certain situations to prove his power and to, you know, shine brightest and show his glory and all these things, but we're continuing to pray that he takes control of the entire situation. Just keep the everyone out in your prayers. Thank you so much. We love you as always. I'll see you guys in my next video. It's been Yiska. Shalom.
I will declare his righteousness, a daughter of Zion.